Mr. King, you claim your former friend sold you a car that doesn't work. You're suing him for $2,940 for the value of the car and other fees incurred as a result. Mr. Crute, you're saying you shouldn't have to pay the plaintiff anything because you sold the car as is. You state the defendant damaged your fence and that he's the one who owes you. You are countersuing him for $430. All right, Mr. King, how do you know the defendant?
You much prettier in person, to be honest with you, pretty.
Sir, we are not in the club or a bar. Talk about your case.
That's cool, that's cool.
All right.
Anyway, I met Old School in November, the defendant, in November 2013, where I worked at LA Fitness. It's a gym we go to, and we just talked, you know, he kind of schooled me sometimes, so I call him Old School. And around December 2013, I was having car issues. And he told me he was selling the car for $800 and only had 38,000 miles and all it needed was spark plugs. So
that sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, great deal. I had to snatch that. I said, I got to get it. I was having car trouble.
That's what he did, snatch it.
So,
That's what he did, he stole it.
Nah, whatever, man.
Hold on a second.
But anyway, so I told him, hey, I'm gonna give you a down payment on it just to hold the car because he was going around bragging, oh, I got this car for $800. He got it from some dead lady he lived. You know, he was going around the whole gym just, you know, so I'm like, just be cool, I'm gonna get it from you, I need it. So I gave him $500 to hold it. And he held it.
Did you guys actually enter into a written agreement
yeah,
about the car?
Yeah, we signed I made him sign a promissory note.
Okay, do you have a copy of that?
Yeah, I got a copy of that.
Let me see that. So you agreed to buy the car for $800
Correct.
from him. All right, and this is the original agreement?
Yep.
All right. Oh, okay. This how y'all do things in the Bronx, huh?
He did that. He wrote that
You
up.
signed it.
This is actually this is actually good because it has the date, the terms,
Right.
and the amount that you put down, and that you're gonna hold the car until he pays you the remainder.
Right.
Okay, so did you eventually go pick up the
Yeah,
car?
he took me to his house that day after we started playing basketball. And I went over there and got it.
And what happened after you got the car?
2 minutes from leaving his house, it stalled out on me on the side of the highway.
Okay, let's take a look at the car. Okay, and what happens when the car stalls on the highway?
It stalled out, so I'm sitting in the car, I tried to crank it up probably about 3 times. The third time, the starter wouldn't do nothing, it just was like dead.
There's a presumption that when you buy a car, it's as is. He didn't
Okay.
make any warranties to you about the performance of the car, right?
Okay, that's all right.
Yes.
No, what happened is you saw a car, it was low mileage, it was
Yeah.
$800, you decided
Okay.
to take a chance.
All right, yeah.
He stole
It looked like a
Man,
it looked like
can I
a
say
whip
something
to you.
now?
man.
Can I say something? Please let me say
Yes,
something.
please. Tell me what happened.
I treated the guy like a son. I had him at
fake.
my house.
He was fake.
Look,
He was fake.
I took
You
him to
fake.
my house.
You about as
Hold
fake
on
as
a
these
second.
females out here.
Hold
No
on a
disrespect
second.
to you, but you was being fake, man.
Look, I brung in them before the car even got involved.
Okay, Mr. El Ghazari.
When I met him at the sports club,
That was a setup.
before the car was even involved,
It was probably a
I
setup.
took him home with me, sat him in my house,
Setup.
and fed him dinner. I
duped
said,
me.
look, I don't eat no red meat.
Hold on a second.
I don't eat no red meat. I'm gonna show you how to eat right. And he started saying, I never eat that. I don't eat that.
I eat
said,
better than you.
but he said, oh, this is good.
So you were trying to teach him how to be health
Right.
conscious.
Is this now? Do I sound like a guy trying to rob somebody I'm gonna bring to my house?
Yeah, you
Now,
sound
after I got him in my house,
a slick
you
New
know,
Yorker.
it wasn't once, it wasn't twice, 3 or 4 times. So now I wasn't even thinking about selling him no car because I know he didn't have no money. So what I did, he heard me saying to somebody else that they wanted the car. So he walked up to me, yo, I'm going home with you right now. I need a car. So that day he came to my house, drove the car. Me and him drove the car around.
So you test drove the car?
Right, we
Okay.
test drive the car. So he says, I want to get it on the highway. I said, you can't put it on the highway. The car's been sitting for about 5 or 6 years.
Where did you get the car
Nah,
from?
You told me the
See
registration
that house?
ain't
See
right.
that house directly across the street?
You told me the
Yes.
registration
Hold
ain't
on a
right.
second.
That's why you ain't want to put it on the highway.
That's my driveway.
You ain't say
The
nothing about
lady
it being
lives-
Hold
serious.
on a second, sir.
All right.
The
Where'd you
lady
get the car
directly
from?
across the street in that house across the street, she died.
told
I
me.
live on this side. So when they asked me, so the car's been sitting in the garage for 5 years. So after 5 years, they're moving. They asked me to help them move. They give me that car. I go, you got to be kidding me.
Okay.
So when they gave me the car, I drove it right to my yard, right where it's sitting now. I'm watching the football game. I get a phone call. Can you come help me? I said, who is this?
You have no plan on who and when.
This This
know
is
my
Corey.
number. You ain't say
I said,
what
where
it
you
is.
at? I'm
You
on
know
the
my number.
highway.
You
I
ain't
got
say
the
what it
car.
is.
I said, you took the car? So I look out the window. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I said, you on your own. The lady's plate still on the
See,
car.
now he lying,
and
he ain't lying.
I slammed the
Hold
phone
on a
down.
second.
Why would you
Hold
take
on a
me to
second.
your house?
Hold on a second.
I got
He
him.
already
Get the car
paid
if
for
he
the
told me
car.
come get the
He
car.
didn't steal the car. He owned the car. He already paid
Ain't
for
no
it. So what are you
stealing
upset
going on.
about?
He took the lady's plates on the car. The dead lady's plates are still on the car.
Time out, guys.
He gave me-
Time out.
he gave
We
me
gotta take a
keys. Why would
time
you
out.
give me keys then?
Coming up on Judge Faith, these two kings of New York can't keep calm in court.
Comes over my house with 4 thugs.
Oh, now you
They
dead.
banging on my door.
I came with my cousin.
But this court is ruled by a queen.
Do you both want to leave?
And later, Judge Faith steps in the ring to teach these two litigants a lesson on playing fair.
We're full grown men here. I'm not gonna sit here and babysit him. If you want your money, come get it. My daddy done taught me, hey, if
Well,
you
we're
make
all
a deal,
here now.
you
Let's see
snooze.
him. Let's do it.
You snooze,
Let's do it. Let's make
you
it happen.
snooze, you lose, right?
Plaintiff
$5,000 in cash.
Yes.
To get 19 iPhones.
Corey King says his former mentor sold him a car that turned out to be a lemon. But defendant Morris Krug claims Corey knew about the condition of the vehicle. He's countersuing for damages to a fence.
Did you give him the title to the car?
There wasn't no title. I gave him the registration to the car.
Okay, why wasn't there a title?
Because the person who gave me the car didn't have the title. They gave me a registration, so I was telling him how he can go register the car. But he wasn't.
He can't register the
Technically, he
car
stole it.
without a
I
title.
found
Yeah,
out
you could-
later on he's really stole the car. Technically, you ain't had no title, but I didn't even know all of this.
Where
This is my
he
first.
can't register the car without a title, so why would you tell him to go and do that?
Well, it's a certain year of a vehicle that you don't need a title to register.
No, sir. No, sir. That's not how it works.
That's what he told
That's
me.
not how it works.
Pull up
This
to
what he
New
told
York,
me,
if
and
you
I
pull up to
listened
New
to him
York
because I
State-
thought he was schooling
Oh,
me.
I
like-
know the law
Oh,
in
okay,
New York
I'm glad
State.
you
You
know
can
that.
sell a car as is. That means you don't attest to its drivability, its wearability. You don't attest to how many miles on the car, but you have to have the authority to sell a car, and that means you have to have the title to sell the car. What's your counterclaim
Comes
about?
over my house with 4 thugs.
Oh, now you
They
dead.
banging on my door.
I came with my cousin.
They banging on my.
I came with my cousin.
what's so
I
funny?
came with my
left
cousin. That's all I
upstairs-
came
I left
with.
upstairs in the. I
Four
left
thugs.
upstairs in the lock.
Four
Up in the locker. My folder.
Man, I don't need 4 thugs for you.
With the
Come on.
pictures, with the pictures of them.
I need 4 thugs
Pictures
for
of them
you.
where they tore my
Sir,
fence
stop.
up.
I need
Where
to
they-
hear what he's
Where
saying.
they kicked my fence down and cursed, and they told me they don't.
Wait, hold on a second. You said the plaintiff came over to your house with 4 thugs. He says cousins. Go ahead.
Cousin.
And they ripped my fence down. Did
Did you witness that?
What?
Did you witness them
I'm looking
ripping
at
your
them.
fence
They
down?
saw
you
me
saw
on
that
the
for
phone
yourself.
calling the cops. They said he's calling the cops.
Did the
He's
police
calling the cops.
respond?
Well, yes, they did.
When the police responded, did they write a police report? No.
You just trying to scrape up some money. That's all you trying to do.
Oh, I'm retired.
The bottom line
You
here is
broke. I'm a
this.
I guess you must be
retired
broke
worker.
then.
27 years, I'm
I'm
retired.
ruling. Stop
You
You see how I
talking.
live? Come on,
Stop
man. You see how I
speaking.
get down?
You
You the
living
one.
regular.
Yo,
Gentlemen.
like I said, I feel
stop.
sorry for you,
Pause,
man.
stop. Just stop.
How
Okay.
you living? You living regular.
First of all, you said that who are you planning on selling these phones to?
I didn't have a plan on who I was gonna sell.
You were a mentor to him,
Yeah.
and that you have invited him over to your house. You've had him over for dinner. You've tried to be a good influence on him. And now you guys are in court acting like this. And I hate to see that because it's really sad. You are a young man, and I understand what you're saying. This is the first time that you've bought a car. He sold you the car as is. That means you accepted the car as is. He made no warranties about how the car would drive and how it would function, okay? In terms of your counterclaim for damages to your fence, you have not submitted sufficient proof here today. Do not interrupt while I'm ruling. You have not submitted sufficient proof
did give
today
evidence.
to show that he's the one that damaged that fence and when it
told you I
happened.
saw it with my
If you
own eyes.
wanted proof, if you wanted to submit proof, you would have called the police and kept a police report because you have no evidence that it was
Then he
him
would have
that
to be
damaged the
arrested.
fence.
I didn't want to arrest
Let
him.
me
Yo,
finish.
He just come from,
Well, then,
he
he's
just
not
come
paying
from
for
being
the fence.
incarcerated. He just come from being
Sir,
incarcerated. I did not want
let
to do
me
that to
finish.
him.
If I had to arrest you, I
Come
would have
on,
did it.
man.
I would
I've
have
The
never
did it.
been
issue
arrested.
about the
Did it.
car.
I'm 60 years old. I've never been arrested.
If I kicked your gate down, you should have did it.
Talk to the judge.
I would.
Do you both want to
Sir,
leave?
Don't talk to
Nah,
each
I'm
other.
cool.
Just talk to the judge.
Although you sold the car as is, in your state, you have to have the authority to sell a car, which means you have to have a title to sell a car. And when you have a title, it is presumed you have authority. If you don't have a title, you're coming in here telling me you got this car from your neighbor. For all I know, it could be stolen. I don't know that. So my verdict in this case, you're going to have to pay him $800 for that car, give him a refund, because he can't do anything without a title. A car without a title is a paperweight. It's not a car. He can't do anything with it. $800 verdict for the plaintiff. $20,000 to $30,000 profit on 19 iPhones.
You take your stuff and sit down for a minute. Sit down. You go ahead and step out, sir.
Plaintiff Darren Cooney and his wife Connie said they were big fans of the defendant until they sold him a decal cutter, and he tried to wall install them out of their final payment. Professional MMA fighter defendant Tim Eastham says he's already paid half, and he doesn't owe the rest because the plaintiffs have committed a friendship foul, giving him a decal cutter that doesn't have all its teeth.
Mr. Cooney, you are suing your former friend, the defendant, for $375 for the remaining balance on a decal cutter you say you sold to him. Mr. Eastham, you say the deal was incomplete, so you owe the plaintiff nothing. I'll hear from you first, Mr. Cooney. What's going on?
Mr. Eastham and I met at a sports bar because my wife and I are big MMA fans.
Okay, what is MMA?
Mixed martial arts.
Can you just explain to me? I have no idea
Mixed martial arts
about MMA.
is Muay Thai, grappling, wrestling, any kind of martial art, and it's all mixed. You're locked in a cage, and you get to beat the crap out of each other.
Oh, okay. So that's why I don't watch it. All right. All right.
And we were watching the fight. And
Is this your wife?
Yes, my
Okay.
wife Connie. And we were watching the fights, and Tim approached us and said that he was an up-and-coming fighter. And we attended one of his fights. We were hooked because it was live action.
Oh, I think we have some video of you
Yes.
actually fighting, right? So let's look at that.
I'm the one beating the crap out of the guy on the bottom. Right here,
Ow.
he actually had me in a guillotine locked in. I picked him up and walked him across the cage and slammed him.
Why does one get involved in something like this? It looks like
it's my happy
it
medium, Your
hurts.
Honor. It's my
Okay.
escape. It's my happy place, you know. If not, I'll be doing it on the streets, you know. And I get in trouble doing it that. So if I do it this way, then it's sanctioned, and you actually get popular this way.
How
It's
long
kinda
have you been
crazy.
doing this?
I've been doing it for about 6 years. I've wrestled my whole life.
Okay.
I wrestled for about 25 years. I've been doing this for about 6 years now.
Have you ever had any serious injuries?
Oh yeah,
as a result
yeah.
of
My
fights?
hands are a little deformed. I've had cuts, bruises. It's just part of the game.
Do you make a fair amount of money doing this?
Yes, ma'am.
So
I
you
do.
get paid for
I have
every
a-
fight?
I have a clothing line too with it, so I've just I've kind of transitioned that into making money too, and then now I'm a pro, so I make pretty good money at that, and
Okay.
with my booth and models and all that stuff there, it's enough to make a living, yeah.
All right. Okay, that's interesting.
Coming up on Judge Faith, the rules of
And for 19 phones, you were going to sell them and make what kind of profit?
Well, I mean,
court get clarified.
I'm not gonna babysit him. We're full-grown men here. Either come get your money or you don't want it.
tried
to
He
get-
wants to
well-
get it on his own time, and that's that.
When you owe someone money, you can't pick and choose who you want to pay and who gets stiffed.
MMA fans Darren Cooney and his wife Connie are suing the defendant for the remaining balance on a decal cutter. Defendant Tim Eastham says they sold him a decal cutter, but not the software to run it, so he's refusing to pay the balance.
Let's get back to the case. You sold the defendant a decal cutter.
Yes.
Did you put the agreement in writing?
No, it was verbal, Your Honor.
And what were the terms of the agreement?
The terms were it was sold for $750, and Tim paid me $375 cash and said that he would have the balance within a couple of weeks after he filled some orders.
But in the meantime, you gave him the decal cutter?
That's correct.
All
I
right.
drove it from my house to his. I set it up for him.
Oh, is this the decal cutter?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so, and what does this do? It makes and cuts decals, and then you can put decals on various, like, posters or T-shirts?
Or cars, or
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Store windows for lettering and whatnot. And
Why do you look so, why are you shaking your head?
Because I didn't agree to the agreement with him, with Darren.
Oh, you didn't agree for him to sell the oh, you
No.
didn't get permission to sell the decal cutter?
I did. It was the amount that I sold it for.
Okay, all right.
Because I looked it up on the internet and it was stating it was sold for $1,800 on Craigslist.
Wow. Well, how much did you pay for it?
It was about $2,800 brand new.
And how long had you had it?
It was used for 4 months, and it was in storage.
Wow, it was almost brand new.
Yes.
It was almost brand new, but it was missing the main brain.
I understand why you're upset now.
Yes.
That's a great deal. Is there any particular reason why you sold it to him for $750? You agree that it was $750, that was the price,
yes,
right?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
I
was the
just
reason?
wanted to go to a good home and get some use out of it.
You were a fan.
I was a fan, and I
his,
wanted to
right?
help
And you
him
wanted
out,
to
so
help him out. All
I
right.
sold it to him for a very, very fair price.
Okay, and how does the decal cutter work? Do you need any particular software to use it? What do you need?
It needs an operating system and something like CorelDRAW 10 to input your program to tell the cutter what to do.
Okay, and did you sell all of that to him or just the decal cutter
Just
by
the
itself?
decal, it was sold as is.
And that was the agreement between the two of you?
Yes.
And you say that
No,
wasn't the
It
agreement.
wasn't
What?
the agreement. The agreement was he was supposed to get me the software for it. He never showed up. He disappeared out of the blue. He was gone for like 8 months. I didn't even know where he was. I never did get the software. I had to end up buying the software myself, which was $150 online.
Do you have proof or receipt
No,
that you
ma'am.
bought
No,
the
this is-
software?
No, it's almost been a year and a half since this happened. So I didn't think that.
And for what kind of?
It's an iPhone 5S, the brand new sealed.
None of this was going to happen. He wouldn't show up. I would make appointments with him to pay him. He wouldn't come get his money.
Is that true?
No. He texted me about a month after I sold it and said, hey, I have your money. And I said, I'm out of the country working. I said, when I return stateside, I'll contact you, which I did. And he texted me back and says, I had transmission problems. I can't pay you right now. So I tried calling him on his cell phone, no answer.
One day he shows up at my house unannounced, and you don't show up at my house unannounced. He's lucky I'm a registered fighter, lethal weapon in the cage, and I can't do anything to him because you just
That's
don't show
right,
up at my
because
house.
you don't want to be a lethal weapon in jail.
Exactly.
Be a lethal weapon in the cage, not in prison.
Exactly. So
You keep repeatedly saying that you're going to make these payments. You're
I
going
was
to
going
pay
to,
him.
Your Honor. Let
but
me
why
get-
why are you doing that if you say he
Now?
didn't sell you the complete deal, which was the software and the cutter?
Just trying
or
to be a
was
good
that
person.
Not
I
really
believe
the
in
deal?
karma because I believe in karma. And I was just, the deal was the deal, right?
The deal
But see, the deal was he was supposed to have that too, correct?
Did you agree to give him software?
No.
Okay,
He's-
so there you
and-
go.
and-
One
and
person's
now
word
he's
against
lying.
another, but I have
Exactly.
you saying that you're going to pay him $750. Even, I don't know when the software issue came up. You certainly put it in your papers, but I have you
At the beginning-
repeatedly agreeing to pay him the complete $750.
Yes,
so
at
I
the
don't.
beginning,
So
at
your
the
defense
beginning.
here is.
But
your
that's
your
not-
defense here
but
really
see-
doesn't make a lot of sense.
But see, here's the thing. I then told him, you know what? I'm a man of my word. If you come back next weekend, I'll start making payments. I'll give you $100 each weekend. We're full-grown men here. I'm not going to sit here and babysit him. If you want your money, come get it. My daddy done taught me. Hey, if
Well,
you
we're
make
all
a deal,
here now.
you
Let's pay
snooze.
him. Let's do it.
You snooze,
Let's do it. Let's make
you
it happen.
snooze, you lose, right?
And now, Judge Faith rules.
When you owe someone money, you can't pick and choose who you want to pay and who gets stiffed
I agree.
and these things.
Your Honor, can we go back?
Sure.
My buddy.
You have
agree,
to,
but
you have
if
to
you
pay
owe-
them back.
if
You just
someone-
said you're grown men here, but
If
grown
someone
men
says
take
they
care of
got
their
your money,
responsibilities
are you-
and pay when they say they're going to pay someone. That's all I'm saying. That's all
Most
I'm saying.
definitely.
So,
If someone
Listen,
says,
I wish
if
you the
someone
best
says they
in
got
your
your money,
career.
are you
I wish you the
gonna go
best in
get
your
it?
career. If I saw you on the street, we would not be arguing
You got
like
it.
this,
You
right?
got it.
So, $375 judgment and verdict is for the plaintiff. Good luck.
Thank you.
Defendant Sarah Scholl says her dog was wrongfully accused, and now he's dead. She's countersuing.
Remain seated and come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this case is Maxwell versus Scholl.
Thank you, Barbara. Ms. Maxwell, you say your neighbor is responsible for the death of your dog. You're suing for $1,200 for cremation services and to replace your dog. Ms. Scholl, you say you had nothing to do with her dog's death, so you owe nothing. In fact, you're countersuing for $2,250 to replace your dog. Ms. Maxwell, what's going on?
On December 30th, 2013, the plaintiff's dogs came into my backyard and murdered my baby Rocky. My grandmother went to let the dogs out to use the restroom. The dogs ran downstairs to the left, and we seen Sarah's pit bulls coming to the right, and they came on top of the dog. We can hear Rocky crying and screaming.
Rocky is the name of your dog?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what kind of dog is Rocky?
Rocky was a Yorkie.
How long did you have him?
Rocky was 2 years old.
You have a picture of him?
Yes, ma'am.
May I see it?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you and the defendant been neighbors?
I moved in with my grandmother May 2013. My grandmother has lived in that house for over 14, 15 years.
Okay. And have her dogs gotten out before? Okay.
Now, these would go to China, Pakistan.
Yes, ma'am. They've had incidents in the past before we moved in.
Rocky is cute, very cute. Well, I'm sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
So you saw the defendant's dogs on
Yes,
top of
ma'am.
Rocky?
Yes.
Okay,
ma'am.
and who else saw that?
My grandmother.
Okay, and what did you do?
We were just trying to get their attention. One of the dogs ran onto the porch at us, so we ran back in the house. My mother called over to Sarah and told her that the dogs were killing our dog and she needed to come get her dog. And then she hung up, she called the police as well to come and help us to get the dogs. After a while, Sarah's fiance ran into the yard and he got the dogs, but they kept running away from him. And they kept going back over to the spot where Rocky was.
They were nowhere near that dog.
I didn't ask you a question.
After a while, Sarah finally came to the fence. She was acting like she couldn't get in the yard.
So you spoke to Sarah immediately in the aftermath of this happening?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
She didn't say anything to us. She never came over and explained how they got over in our yard. She never apologized. We have never spoke to Sarah.
Do you have a police report?
Yes, ma'am.
You submitted it with the evidence? Okay, and I'll take a look at that. Tell me about the times that her dogs got loose
Yep,
before.
a month before that, November 2013, her dogs had got loose. She was not home. Her dog attacked Rocky and my grandmother's poodle.
Okay. All right, Ms. Scholl, how did your dogs get in her yard?
Well, I believe they were called over there, first of all.
By who?
Whoever was in the backyard. First of all, I was in the kitchen cooking dinner on the night of the incident. My dogs, we had let them out to go to the bathroom. We turned the back light on. We also had an agreement with our neighbor stating, hey, if you see our back light on, don't let your dogs out because our dogs are in the backyard.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Yes, we have. We
That's
have
not
had
true.
this agreement for several years because we have had problems because my neighbors have little dogs that for no reason will come running to the fence barking uncontrollably. They aggravate my dogs. And
okay, dogs are dogs. And when you have
Exactly.
let me explain something to you. Dogs are animals. They do what animals do. So when you have a case like this, when someone's dog has been killed, it's not about what the dogs did, it's about what the owner did or did not do. So how did your dog get into her yard?
So on the night that this happened, we let our dogs out to go to the bathroom. I was in the kitchen cooking dinner. I saw my dogs on the back porch. They were wanting to get back in the house.
And we're done.
2 seconds later, our phone rang. And I don't know who it was, but whoever was on the phone said, your dog is over here eating my dog. Just like that, there was no hysteria, there was no nothing. We immediately ran over to the other backyard. This all happened within literally 30 seconds to 1 minute of me seeing my dogs on the back porch and getting this phone call. There's not enough time for my dogs to jump the fence, chase her dog around, get it, and not only that, our dogs were on this side of the fence, her dog was on this side of the fence. They were nowhere near her dog.
Okay.
There was no
Your
blood
Honor,
on
can I
my
say
dogs.
something?
There was nothing.
Can I say something?
Yes.
She was not there for a while. Her fiance was in our yard trying to pull the dogs away from Rocky. She didn't come for like 2 minutes.
Where's your
2
fiance?
to 3 minutes until after her
not in.
fiance was in our yard.
That's convenient.
Coming up on Judge Faith.
Look at these big dogs. They just attacked our dogs. They just attacked our dogs. Both of them.
And later,
I'm looking and all of a sudden I see the mattress lift up. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope my stuff doesn't fly off of this
Like
truck.
you see the mattress lifting in the air?
plaintiff Tarika Maxwell says her neighbor's pit bull attacked and killed her dog Rocky. Defendant Sarah Scholl says her dogs didn't do it.
How did your dogs get into her yard? You're not answering my question.
Well, first of all, they jumped the fence. But
Okay,
this
so
all
they jumped the
happened
fence.
in a matter of 30 seconds.
So, and that's happened before, right?
It has.
That can't happen.
I
That
understand.
cannot happen. It's your job and your responsibility to keep your dogs in your yard. That can't happen. People should not have to live in fear of your dogs jumping the fence in their yard where you know they have little dogs. They shouldn't have to live in fear of that. What if there were a kid in that backyard?
Which is true. We have since enforced our fence. We raised our fence, and there's been several times that we've come home and part of our top fence is knocked off.
That means I don't have the answer to it. Do you understand?
Like they are really trying to set it up to make it
so you think this is one big setup and she wanted her dog to get killed by your pit bull?
Well, you know, I understand.
Don't be ridiculous.
I understand that her dog died, but you know what? My dog died because of this situation as well.
Why? Because you're a bad dog owner. If you keep your dogs in your yard,
no, because
your
I did
dog
not
will not
have the
have
money to get my dog out of the impound at that time.
Absolutely, absolutely. You even say in your own statement, you walked outside and your pit bulls were in her yard.
Right, on the opposite side of the fence from where her dog was laying.
So there just happened to be your pit bulls in her yard. Her dog just happens to be dead, but your dogs have absolutely nothing to do with it. You're getting more tragic by the minute.
Your Honor, I did submit a video of her dogs on our porch on the November 11th.
Let's have a look.
Look at these big dogs. Just attacked our dogs. They just attacked our dogs. Both of them.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I have a video as well as far as what my dog's temperament really is with my friend's
Are those
child.
your dogs on the video?
Don't you hear her dog barking? And that, of course they're gonna do that because they are trying to defend themselves. There's a dog barking
Let me tell
at
you
them.
something. You need to lower your voice. Don't yell at me in my courtroom. That may be how you do things around your house with your dogs, but you're in my house now, and this is my courtroom. Do you have evidence of the cremation costs?
Yes, and this is my baby right here, his cremation.
Okay. It's a really.
They never gave me the
that's a tough
option to
way
cremate
go.
my dog after they killed my dog.
That's your fault.
This is my receipt for the cremation and the adoption papers that show how much I paid for Rocky.
And how much is that?
$800.
I mean, there's no question here that you're liable. Your dogs get out. It's ridiculous. You can't keep your dogs in your own yard. On your counterclaim, I find 0. You are completely responsible for the fact that your pit bulls keep getting out, and they sound like, frankly, they've been terrorizing the neighborhood. I do find in favor of the plaintiff in this case $800 for the cost of Rocky. You did provide proof, and also $200 cremation cost. Verdict $1,000 for the plaintiff. Good luck, folks.
Plaintiff Shanice Hawkins is suing a mover for the value of a bedroom set she says he is responsible for destroying. Defendant Bernard First says it wasn't his fault. He is countersuing for defamation of character.
Are you talking to me?
I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I don't think you're talking to me. Ms. Hawkins, you're suing the defendant for $2,000 for the value of a bedroom set plus a refund and pain and suffering. Mr. Furr, you claim you owe the plaintiff nothing because you replaced the bedroom set that she claims that you damaged, and you're countersuing the plaintiff for $500 for defamation of character. Ms. Hawkins, what happened?
Judge, I hired him in April 2014 to transport a bedroom set that I had bought from a guy that I had met off of Craigslist.
Okay, and did you know the defendant prior to hiring him?
No.
How did you find out about him?
He was referred by the guy that I bought the bedroom set from.
Okay, and how much was the agreement between the two of you about how much you would pay him?
$60.
So, do you have a moving company?
No, I don't have no moving company. I'll just do this part-time, okay?
Do you have a license to move, or is this just a hobby you do on the side?
Just a hobby, I do it on the side, you know what I'm saying? The same guy.
And you make money?
I don't think
make money
it's a
from that?
hobby because he has a sign on the side of the truck that he transfers, that he hauls stuff.
All right, so it is a business, but it's something you say you don't do full time, but you make money from it.
I make money from that.
You came to an agreement to do the move for $60, right?
Right.
Okay, and she did pay you the $60, right?
She paid me the $60.
Okay, so what happens when you meet him at the location to pick up the furniture? What happens next?
Him and his son, they proceed to load the furniture onto his truck. First, he was trying to stack the Chester drawer and the dresser on top of each other. So I'm like, hold on, that's gonna scratch. You can't do it like that. So finally, they put the pieces side by side, and then they put the mattress set on top of it. And I was looking like, I hope this, is okay. But I'm thinking that.
What kind of truck was it?
It was a brown GMC pickup truck.
Looked like
Okay.
it was from
And how
Stephanie
many years have you been in the moving business on the side of your regular job?
Well, part-time, I've been doing it for the last way over 10 years. I said 25 years I've really been doing it.
And you do most of the moves on the back of a pickup truck, or do you have a
On the
moving
back of a
truck?
pickup truck.
That's kind of bootleg.
It
no,
is.
there's
It's
no
very
bootleg. I mean,
It's very bootleg, Judge.
Next on Judge Faith.
I was distraught
no,
from
you
seeing
wasn't.
my
No, you
whole bedroom set with
you didn't
half
see
of my
it.
bedroom set
On
fly
the
over
highway.
the
It was gone.
highway.
She was gone. She didn't see it.
Next
tractor trailer
photo?
truck coming down, and the mattress is stuck to the side of it.
Bogus.
Plaintiff Shanice Hawkins is suing a mover for destroying her bedroom set. Defendant Bernard Furr is countersuing for defamation of character.
Okay, so he stacks the furniture on the back of the truck,
Yeah.
ties it down. What happens?
When I see the rope, I'm thinking again because it was rope that was tied onto another rope, and
You're telling me you had some hesitation. What was the hesitation about the quality of the rope?
Yes. So they got everything on the truck, and we proceeded to leave, which he was to trail me because he didn't know where I live, obviously.
And how many miles
excuse
away
me.
was the
Excuse me,
destination?
trailing her. She left me. She left me.
Well, hold on one second. You knew where you were moving the furniture to, right?
No,
I didn't know
he
I was
didn't know.
moving.
So you were following her on, was it a highway?
Yes,
that you
it
had to
was a
drive down?
highway, but I did not leave
She
him.
left me. I know. You left me. You was
Okay,
going
so
at least
get
80
me
miles
to
an
the
hour.
No, I was
highway.
not going
Let's get
80
to the
miles an hour.
highway. What happens on the highway?
I'm constantly looking in my rearview mirror, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden I see the mattress lift up, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope my stuff doesn't fly off of this
Like,
truck.
you see the mattress
I
lifting in
literally
the air?
see the mattress. It hasn't lifted into the air yet, but it's
That can't
lifting
be
up
good.
because the rope that he had, it was holding it for a little bit.
Okay.
And the next time when I looked in my rearview mirror again, I seen everything just fly off the truck
Onto the highway?
onto the highway.
Wow. Okay. Tell me what happened.
Okay, I was going down the highway. I was traveling like 55 miles an hour. She was gotta been going like 80 miles an hour. I'm driving. I'm seeing that the wind was high and it was and the storm was coming. Okay, the wind was picking up the mattress.
Go ahead.
I slowed down to 50 miles an hour, and the wind still was blowing high. So by the time I finna pull over to the edge, the whole thing fell off, okay? So I jumped out immediately to try to pull to the side, jumped out immediately to try
Well,
to
how
retrieve.
high was this wind? What storm was coming? Where y'all live, Kansas?
No, I'm telling you now, the wind was blowing, traveling west. We was going east. And the
Okay.
wind was real high, okay?
What happened when the furniture fell off the truck? What did you do?
What I do, I pulled to the shoulder of the highway. Then when I finna retrieve the mattress and the box spring, here come an 18-wheeler, ran over it. I'm seeing it, and I'm looking in my eyes like my life flashed into my eyes. Life flashed into my eyes. I had to hurry up and run and jump back in my car. If when I ran and hit me, I would have life would have been gone.
Well, I mean, the furniture
mattress
even
in the box
falling
spring.
off
Come
on
on
the
now.
highway is so
And it was
dangerous.
used at that.
What is your counterclaim about, though? Because I don't see how this isn't your fault.
Okay, my counterclaim is that after I got off the highway, we exited off the highway, then I had to retrieve my cell phone to call her up to meet us at the exit. So when we met at the exit, I told her that I had another bedroom set that was my daughter's. I took her to my house and I gave her my daughter's bedroom set.
In exchange for that bedroom
Mattress
set.
and box spring.
Mattress, box spring, and a bed roller.
Because did you pay him for the
Mint
move, by
condition.
the way? Did you pay him for this move?
Yes.
Why?
And the reason why I paid him because when
She
we
accepted
got
the-
to
she-
our home,
she
when we
accepted the
got to
bedroom
my
set.
home, and they took the mattress and box spring, I'm thinking we finna go and part ways, and I'm sitting in my car, and he walks up to my car. He's like,
I've
never seen you
$5,000.
We discussed this already, okay?
Who discussed this?
I'm sorry, I gotta get some gas and, give me the weekend and I have your stuff replaced and this, that, and so I just gave him the $60. so that
It's
he
not
could
my
just
fault. That's what I'm saying.
go
Oh,
leave
it
away
is.
from my
It is your
car.
fault.
No,
It
it's
is your
not my fault.
But
Yes, it is.
Your
It's your
Honor-
responsibility to tie down that furniture. And if it's too windy, then you don't drive. If it's too windy, you pull over on the side of the road. Because if you don't do that, you put your life and everyone else's life on that highway in jeopardy.
Yeah.
You have a counterclaim for $500. What's that about?
Okay, for the bedroom set that I gave her.
Yes.
And humiliation she put me through.
Humiliation?
Right.
How did she humiliate you?
She also told a whole lot of other people.
I don't
Told-
know anyone.
Wait,
you
told
know.
people about what? What happened?
You're right. Told her about the incident or whatever.
And so you think that's defamation and she should pay you because she told people about what happened, what you
Yes,
did?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. No,
Judge
sir.
Faith, the only person that we know between the both of us is the guy that I bought the bedroom set from.
Let me see the pictures you brought with you today.
And yes, I did. I called him because I was distraught when this happened to me.
Let's put these up on the flat screen. What is this a picture of?
Right there in the right corner, that's the piece that's about to fall off. It was broken off.
That piece was
This is the
already broken
bedroom
off.
set that he
That
gave
piece
you in
was already
exchange.
broken off.
No,
Excuse
no.
me.
Your Honor, he did
I'm
not give
speaking.
me a
Hold on
bedroom
one
set.
second.
He gave me a mattress, a box spring, and a broke rail. Those pictures are
But
in
you
there.
agreed to accept
No, I
that
didn't.
from
All that was in
him,
mid-condition.
correct?
Yes, I agreed to accept it because I didn't, my mind was not working properly. I did not look over
Your man wasn't working properly.
Yes, I was distraught
Yeah, no, you
from seeing
wasn't.
my
No, you
whole
wasn't.
bedroom
didn't-
set with
you didn't
half
see
of my
it.
bedroom set
On the
fly over
highway.
the
He was
highway.
gone. She was gone. She didn't see
And
it.
track
Next
the trailer
photo.
truck coming down and the mattress is stuck to the side of it.
Bogus.
And now, Judge Faith rules.
Mr. Furr, on the issue of liability, there's no question that you're liable for damaging the plaintiff's property. However, you guys did come to an agreement after that incident, and he actually gave you a new bedroom set in exchange for the bedroom set, and you accepted it. I understand that afterwards you changed your mind and you don't like it now, but at that time period, that's the agreement that the two of you came to replace your bedroom set.
He did not give me everything,
However,
Your Honor.
you should not owe him and pay him for that move. That's $60. You're going to pay her back that $60. She should not have to pay you for that move where her furniture was destroyed on the highway because of your negligence. On your counterclaim, sir, that's not defamation. That's just her speaking the truth about what happened. I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings, but that's just the truth. So 0 on your counterclaim,
Accept that.
$60 for you, ma'am. Good luck, folks.